Hey everybody,
Hi everyone,
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
ElleKosGlam at home.
Well, happy Tuesday guys and welcome back. It's been a little while. We took a little siesta, but we're back.
So glad you made it back.
All right everybody, well we got a few hot topics to talk about today, including Royal Caribbean's little sneaky trick to get around some CDC stuff.
I think it's smart.
I like it.
I like it too.
So that and a whole lot more coming up when we get back right after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's so good to see you all here on this happy Tuesday. Well, what is that popping noise?
I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. If you can, make sure you give us a thumbs up. I want to say hi first to somebody who addressed me as Queen L. Thank you so much, Stan. I appreciate you being the first one on today. Thumbs up if you love our videos. Thank you to each and everyone who is commenting, and those beep, beep, beeps. Those are the comments that you hear that's coming through. If you can, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. That way you know we upload each and every week, and we go live from really cool places, and we'll be doing some newly updated things that's going on as well. Make sure you stay tuned, and if you can, jump over to Mr. Traveler Cruise Lover on Facebook, where we continue the conversation that we're having today. And you also want to check out me, yes, ElleKosGlam, I keep it glam, on my channel, and I give you makeup vibes and beauty vibes and everything that you want to know fashion. Jump over to ElleKosGlam, and that way we can go ahead and get that situated for you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching.
All right, well, welcome everybody. If you would, ladies and gentlemen, if you love these videos, hit that big old thumbs up. Give us that thumbs up there, guys. We're glad to see each and every one of you. It has been a while. You know, busy times.
Very busy.
Let me get rid of that. Okay. All right. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on in the cruising world today, and I'm going to try to get rid of that sound while you're talking. You want to talk a little bit about
Sure.
About Royal Caribbean and what they're doing?
Well, first of all, let's talk about Royal Caribbean, because I hope that's why everybody clicked on the video. What's happening is Royal Caribbean decided to figure out a way to try to get around the CDC, and they are so smart. They are so tactic. I'm telling you, they are smart. Instead of selling out of the US of A, why don't they just sell out of Barbados?
Right. So what they're going to do, and you know, I don't know how this is going to work exactly, because they're not doing this until December, but they're going to do the grandeur of the seas and start doing it out of Barbados. So if it ports out of Barbados, it may be some ways for them to circumvent some of the CDC restrictions that may still be in place when we get to that time of year.
Yeah, I like it.
I surely like it, but just so you know, airfare to Barbados is not necessarily cheap.
Oh, no, it's not cheap, but at least you'll be on a cruise.
Yeah, and matter of fact, I can see the few airlines that do fly to Barbados probably will be taking full advantage of that, knowing that
yes,
that people are ready to go to Barbados. But I think it's a really good move.
Oh, it was the move of the year so far. In my opinion, this is the best move ever, because they getting around. What is that called when they get around things?
Oh, when they circumvent.
They circumvent. I like that big word.
And it's a really good move too, because it also will draw the European crowd into Barbados, because that's not too, that flight is not too bad for them coming down to Barbados.
European brothers and sisters. We have brothers and sisters all around the world.
Yes.
Comment below and let us know, how do you feel about Royal Caribbean getting around the US of A and going to Port out Barbados,
Go for
and
it.
they're going to go ahead and sail,
You
okay?
can, look, Royal Caribbean, you can start that tomorrow, please.
Shout out to my diehard cruisers who comment below and said, yes, I will take that flight. That's a diehard cruiser. That's probably a veteran that you're reading their comment below, because they are true ride or die fans that's commenting below.
Doug Miller's asking, if you have an FCC, can you switch it to a refund instead? Yes, usually, yes, you can with the cruise lines, with everything that's going on. That seems to be, they're a little bit more lenient with the rules. Typically, that's a no, but they're being a little bit more lenient, especially Royal Caribbean. It's pretty simple to do that. So anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on with Royal Caribbean. I'm excited.
Yes.
We'll see if anybody else follows suit. I think that's going to be a good thing. Like I said, Royal Caribbean can start that tomorrow. You can sign me up.
I'm
will
saying
be there.
I would be on a flight tomorrow, okay? I really don't care how much it costs. I will fly to Barbados and I will ride on Royal. Yes, I will do it. But there's some people who say, no, wait a minute. All the vaccines not out yet. Hold up, pump the brakes. Everybody had to have a vaccine first or be tested.
So let's talk about that a little bit. As far as now, the flights are a little tricky. We talked to you last week about that starting January 26th, the CDC is going to require people returning on flights from outside of the U.S. to have a negative COVID test. And it's going to be on the airlines to gather that information before the flight even leaves its destination. So some updates on that, guys, just to kind of let you know. Some of the airlines are being proactive, and they're getting apps and things like that ready to go that they can take where you can upload your negative COVID test directly into the app to speed up the boarding process on the airplane. But the biggest part of the story that I wanted to tell you guys about is that when that first came out with that COVID testing, immediately I'm like, oh man, this is really going to be a bummer with land-based trips, I'll say, because okay, well, we can't cruise, but at least we can still go to Cancun or Jamaica, wherever else that we want to go. Cancun being the easiest, really, of anything right now, because you don't even have to have a COVID test to go there, which was nice, and we took advantage of that. So, but now you're going to have a COVID test to come back starting January the 26th.
Got that date, January 26th. You have to have the COVID test to fly back to the U.S. of A.
So. What I wanted to let you know, a few things, especially we're seeing it big time in Cancun, is that a lot of the resorts are actually including a COVID test up to 2. Some are doing a COVID test. They're doing up to 2 per person included with your stay.
Okay. So they actually go ahead and filter the price into the stay.
Yeah, some are including that in their stay. Some have it available for you for an additional purchase, but it's available, I guess, is the moral of the story, so that you can go and enjoy your trip, and then be able to get back with the COVID test. Now, and I know the big question remains for everybody is, what in God's name am I going to do if I have a positive COVID test and I'm in Mexico? And that's
when things get dicey.
That's a legitimate concern. But I'm here to give you some more good news, because we're your cruise therapist, we're your vacation therapist at this point.
Woosa, we almost passed this pandemic. Let's keep going, because we almost there.
Yeah.
Cruise therapy.
So, what's really interesting is that some resorts are even putting in stipulations where, if you have a positive COVID test, they're including X amount of days to stay at their resort, for the quarantine portion of that. That's a few select resorts. But there are some pretty decent insurance products out there that are also including provisions in case you have a COVID test, positive COVID test, which include X amount of dollars per day to be able to stay wherever you're at, and have that lodging and not too much to worry about it. I guess the biggest concern out of all of that would be, if you're really severely ill with COVID and you're in a foreign country, that is a legitimate concern. I can't say that it's not.
Right.
But we went there. I tell you, the precautions were very safe.
It was. I
when we
felt
went
really
there.
safe. I felt really safe.
Yeah. I told you guys before, I really felt safer there than I did here
Absolutely.
in Florida at the time. There's a lot of precautions.
Yes.
And I think that if we have personal, take care of ourselves personally by, watching what we do, make sure we're washing our hands, make sure we're, taking those precautions that we need
Yes.
to do to be as safe as we can, but still have a good time without like living in total isolation, right?
Yeah.
We have to. We're at the stage in this thing now, guys, where we have to learn how to live with it while it's here. It's like a bad house guest that's not going anywhere, So we have to learn to live with this thing for the time being until we can evict it.
That's right. We have to just roll with the changes, and any experts out there know when you travel, there's always changes, but this time the changes are a little bit more than normal. We're trying to get back to the new normal, which is our regular way of living. So changes come with that, and we have to just roll with the punches, basically.
I don't like the new normal. I don't like that.
I know you don't like that, but it's the truth.
We will get back to some semblance. This is not going to last forever,
No.
guys. This is not going to last forever. But while it's here, while we're going through these things, and while it's a majorly flagged event, we have to roll with the punches.
Yes.
And this is part of it. So that's what I want to tell you is that there are options for us to go to these places. And I'm just mentioning Cancun, but that's not the only one. But they are really proactive in doing this. Some of the other Caribbean islands and that are having places in place to do COVID testing. I've actually knew a couple of airports that actually have COVID testing in the airport. Orlando's getting one, by the way.
Say that again.
Orlando's having a COVID testing site in the airport, and I know that's going to be a thing.
I think that's a good thing.
Probably for people that are returned to their country. So you can probably see some reciprocation on that part. So
Sure.
We'll see more and more. I just hope that they get a better test for it, instead of jabbing that thing up in your brain.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep. I think Angie asked, what about the vaccine passport? We're going to cover that on the next video.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely get more into that. It's a whole big lengthy subject. Maybe we can touch on it a little bit later this week. Just kind of a teaser. I mean, that's going to be the real big unknown right now is, are we going to need this to travel? So
True. Shout out to Auto by Diva and Auntie Gladys in the house. Thank you so much.
If you saw the post that I put out for this video, the notification post, that was a picture of us on the bow of a yacht at the St. Pete International Boat Show that we went to.
Comment below and let us know if you want to see any of that video. We can definitely share that for you. I can probably have it up for you tomorrow if you would like to see us at the boat show.
So we're like at the boat show, like if I can't go cruising, I'm going to just go cruising.
Yes. We're going to go cruising ourselves.
Funny story about that. We saw a yacht there that it said by appointment only, but we were able to get on it. And come to find out after we got off it, we didn't know it at the time we got off it. It was actually the yacht that belonged to Jimmy John's owner.
Yes, the owner of Jimmy John Restaurant. We were invited on his yacht, and we had a good time. And actually, it's for sale, and we covered that particular yacht. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll put the video up tomorrow for you guys, so you can take a look at it.
Bless Nettie, I did see that there is an oral test now, but I just don't know if it's going to be widely accepted. I guess that's what I should have clarified my statement to say. I hope that those type, like the oral test, is widely accepted as opposed to jabbing your brain.
And I do see the trolls. I'm not giving them no airtime. So that's that about that.
Yeah. So we talk about
they get no airtime on our channel.
I'm gonna make this. You ever heard of a compliment sandwich where you give somebody a compliment, you tell them what's going on with them in the middle, and then you follow it up with a compliment? I'm gonna do the bad news sandwich here.
Okay.
Where I'm giving you some good news and I got to slide this bad news in here.
All right, let's do it.
The one bad news is Norwegian did officially extend their cancellations also through April. But if you guys watched this video last week, I told you guys they're all going to do it through April. They're going to do that.
It's going to be a domino effect. We told you that on the last video.
They're all going to do it to line up with this 100-day thing that the incoming administration is going to put in place, and they haven't come out and said that, but I'm positive that's what it is. They're going to just kind of go along with that so that they don't get the CDC involved in their business anymore. I think they're just doing it. So hopefully May 1st, we'll see. We can get some of these ships going and get out there to get to floating. I mean, we see them. If you guys watching the port cam TVs there, we see ships floating in and out, which is a good thing. That means that they're actually following those CDC guidelines to getting their ships ready, getting them prepared, getting them CDC compliant. I haven't heard anything about Carnival being with the environmental regulations that they had to follow, but I'm sure that that's been a big part of it, along with the CDC recommendations. So, yeah, so that's it. So Carnival, I mean, Norwegian is canceled all the way through April. So that's that. And then I want to do a follow-up to this, guys, because I was very upset by this. Back during election time, we were down in Key West. And if you remember the lives we were doing down in Key West, they had a vote down there.
They did.
Which passed, which in essence blocked pretty much most of the cruise ships from coming into the Key West harbor.
I'm going to link that video right here. So when you go back to watch the video, you'll be able to click on it and see exactly what we're talking about. Yep.
So, yeah, I was very disappointed by that vote because in essence, the only people that would be able to float into Key West as the very high-end luxury ships, it would totally, even the smallest Carnival ship would not fit the bill for what they've given a green light for docking in Key West. However, the Florida State Legislature has gotten involved in this.
Oh boy.
And they are planning on passing a bill, and the bill in essence says that no local municipality or county can make up rules or laws that oversee the Florida ports.
Okay.
So they're saying that they don't have, basically they're saying they don't have any jurisdiction to make any rules or regulations for their waterways into the major ports, Key West being one of those. So we could see the state of Florida overriding the will of some of the people in Key West. It's a very interesting battle ensuing.
This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. First of all, the ruling was no cruise ships to Key West. Now they're being overruled, and we'll see if that happens.
Yeah. And you know, listen, I said it then and I said it now. I think that, you know, first of all, there's people there. The people that voted against the ships coming in are people, I believe, you know, from talking to people there. They're the people that are already well off. They're established. They just live down there. Mm-hmm. The people that were against it were obviously people who have stake in the tourism game and they own shops and restaurants and things like that.
And they're trying to make some money.
And you're right. They're trying to make their livelihood, and they've built their business down there where it's been accustomed to cruise ships coming as well as air and road travel folks coming into Key West.
Comment below and let us know, should cruise ships cruise to Key West or should they not cruise there? Because that's the battle that's going on with Key West right now.
Well, and here's the thing. I do believe that there should be a limit, especially to Key West, how many ships can come in there.
But they send ships out at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, but we
can't stay past 3 o'clock.
And part of their argument for doing it was because the ships were the propellers were tearing up the reefs and everything like that. So
but then they said that the ships is blocking the sunset, so we had to leave early.
Well,
now they don't even want them there. Comment below and let us know how you feel about that.
I think they should limit it to one ship, maybe 2 ships a day, going into Key West, and have them go down to the naval pier where they're out of the sunset.
They can't block the sunset.
And let them stay there all day, so when they come in early in the morning, the silt and everything can settle, and then they have them go out late at night after the sunset. And I think
if you cruise the Key West or if you fly there or go there like we do all the time, you'll notice they have the best sunsets ever.
Yes.
I don't think they want
to. It's a fun town.
It's super fun.
But
super fun.
It's not fun when there's 3 and 4 cruise ships there. I'll just be honest with you.
John Hamilton said, "Oh, fancy, very nice. Brooklyn in the house."
Yeah, so
Rosa said, "Yes, I love Key West.
it's just not fun when there's 3 or 4 ships there. It's just too many people.
It's such a small island. It's so congested. It's almost like the Bahamas.
Yeah.
You know how when you get off at the Bahamas port and you in there like sardines, it's like that in Key West, all over Key West.
Yep.
Because it's such a small island. Okay, we can talk about that forever. Next topic.
Well, that was it for me right there.
that it?
Yeah, that was it right there. So,
Okay.
kind of scrolling through some of the questions real quick before we head out here.
Yes. Thank you so much, everybody who's joining in. Welcome. Give us a thumbs up if you love content like this. We've been so busy, and there's been a lot going on with people in our family being ill, but they are fine. But we had to just kind of take a little break because there's about 4 people in our family who was very ill, and they're doing a lot better. So thank you so much for understanding that. We are back. We wanted to make sure we checked on our family. We went to Detroit. We're back from that. And we'll be taking off really soon again, going somewhere. It's just a secret. We're going to keep it a secret, but we'll let you know.
EXC611, have you heard any news on Dominican Republican or Punta Cana? Yes, Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. Yeah. Yeah, so all those resorts are working on either having COVID testing there, whether it's inclusive or an additional charge for you is kind of the, what they're working through right now. But you can definitely go and get testing for you to come back from a lot of places now.
Now, what you have to decide is, do you want the rapid test or do you want the oral test that takes about a couple of days to come
Well,
back
you have
to a week?
You have to do what is
Required?
acceptable by the CDC, which is
Which
not the oral
one is
test.
So which one is it?
It's that PCB. I don't know the whole. It's the bad
The
one.
entire one that goes all the way down your esophagus. That one, not the swab. You have to have the total test. I saw somebody comment and said, "Oh, I had the oral test." No, when you're going overseas, you have to have the entire test. It can't be the rapid one. Just letting you know. And the fee may be included in your stay when you're on your way back, but you want to double check if you're going to a resort or you flying overseas. You want to see if that test is available there, because you're going to have it before you come back if you're flying.
Yep. So, and I see a lot of you guys talking on here, and I know it's like so frustrating. Everybody's ready to get out there, get back to exploring, and get back out on the water, and get back to having some fun. It's coming, guys. It really is coming. It's a slow go. It's very, I never thought we'd see the day where we'd be over a year.
It's so frustrating and aggravating and draining, but we're trying to make sure we just keep everybody in cruise therapy on our channel and encourage you. Even though we was going through some difficult times, me and Mr. Traveler with our family, we still made sure we came on camera and talked to everybody and made you feel better. So hopefully you will go ahead and plan your trip. If you get past this whole pandemic, why don't you just set a goal and just plan somewhere to go, because that'll make you feel a lot better. You're stronger now that you got past this pandemic. We almost done with it. I hope tomorrow is a big day, and you guys know what I'm talking about. We're gonna have a new electee, so tomorrow would be a huge day, and we just sending our prayers to everybody who is falling sick from this horrible disease. We are praying for each and every one of you.
And I see Angie's asking about what if you get the vaccine already, and I think that's kind of a conversation that they're having and may consider having that, and that's part of that whole vaccine passport thing and everything. Everything is so new right now and changing every minute. The one thing I can tell you, I guarantee you that all the cruise lines are going to cancel through April. That's going to happen. Most of them have already.
We're just waiting.
Will we go in May? I really hope so. I am fairly confident that we'll see some cruising starting in May. I really do think that we'll see some. It's not going to be a full blast, but I think we're going to see 1 to 2 ships for every cruise line at least going out and making it happen.
I hope so. And thank you, everybody, for your comments. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're interested in traveling, but you want to be careful, please call 877-697-4470, or we could be reached at www.mr-traveler.com. You get me or Mr. Traveler or even Cruise Talk. And he's usually on, but he's probably really busy right now. But thank you so much for joining us today. He's working. It's Tuesday, but we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, and I see a lot of you on actually a lot of you on here saying that you got your cards. I'm glad that you got your cards. Those of you that we still have your gifts are coming.
We sent you Christmas cards. I hope everybody got them.
Yep. So we sent I think we sent most of the Christmas cards. I had to go double check, make sure we're not missing any.
Yeah.
We still have the prize winners. We have to pack up all your stuff. We've been so busy we haven't got to the post office
yet. We want
to
thank you for all the gifts, all the cards that we received as well. Thank you to Ashley Hill for sending me those beads. I know what those beads are for. Thank you so much. And everybody who just decided to put a gift in there. Auntie Gladys, a lot of people, Cruise Talk. If I start calling names, I'll forget somebody. So I don't want to start calling names. But thank you so much for each and every one of you.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back.
Well, hop over to Mr. Traveler, Cruise Lover, and finish talking about this topic. You can just click on the video link that we sent and just go ahead and start commenting. And let us know what you think about Royal Caribbean selling out of Barbados. Soon.
I wish it was sooner. Because I would make that happen.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you a little bit later on this week. We'll keep you posted, and we'll try to continue our cruise therapy, get this through this thing together.
Yes. Life's short.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute.
I want to make sure I get
Sharon Khan #1. Let me see. Could you scroll up?
Oh, there we go.
Sharon Khan 51. There it is. You are wonderful and inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that
super chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate each and every copper goes towards our vision to help you cruise and travel. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Getting that in on the buzzer there. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to get through this thing together.
Yes, we are.
One day closer, guys.
Check on your family.
Life's short.
Have fun.
Bye, guys.
See the world.
Go on out there and see it.